Hi, this is Dr. Patrick Cohn with Peak Performance Sports. Today I'm talking with Mike. Mike's a student of mine. I've been working with Mike for about 2 months with his chipping. Mike, talk to me a little about before you contacted me, what were some of the challenges that you were having with the chipping?
It was almost like kind of a Jekyll and Hyde kind of story. I could practice and chip fine, but when I got into on the course where the chip mattered or something, it was like I couldn't control my own body. It was like practice swing would be fine, but when I go to pull the trigger, it's like some demon would take over, and I would yank up and do different things, scull it or hit it short. That's been happening for about 3 years and kept getting worse and worse, and to the point where just kind of very, very frustrated because I didn't know how to deal with it. It's just no amount of practice or no amount of lessons that I was taking were having any impact, and the situation was getting to where it wasn't so much fun to play anymore.
So you contacted me. We spent a couple of half days here in Orlando, and then we've been doing some follow-up. Where are you today with it? What does it feel like today? What's the level of freedom you have with your chipping or your ability to reproduce that practice stroke that you talked about?
I kind of think of myself right now as a little bit like AA, one day at a time. But I feel like I'm in a good remission right now. I can practice well like I was before, but now when I get out there and I'm focusing on just trying to make free swings, and the fear is, work through it now where the fear is pretty much gone. I'm yet to really challenge it in a very difficult situation, so that's still a test yet to come. But in some rounds where I would have had a lot of trouble if I would not been able to chip without yips, now I can, and so I'm kind of keeping track. But I had a round yesterday where my chips were 100% yip free, but I feel a lot more confidence, and I feel like I control my body now rather than somebody else is controlling it. That fear is manageable now, and
That's great. That's great.
yeah,
You've been able to make those changes. And I think
very,
that's
very,
the way you want to look at it too, Mike, is it's not an all or none. Stick to some of the principles that, you and I have worked on. You have to stay on top of some of the drills and the things that we've been working on consistently.
yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Great. Thanks for your story today.